My name is Rok Zupancic. I work as a research and teaching assistant at the University of Ljubljana, Faculty of Social Sciences, Slovenia. As you know, I am an YLDA alumnus who attended the New Challenges in Transatlantic Security Program, which took place in Washington and New York in February 2010. Honestly speaking, I didn't expect too much from the program. I have attended similar programs in other countries, but most of them were really only public diplomacy and propaganda events, which were not very useful for my work or my interests. I went in without very high expectations and came out pleasantly surprised at the end. The main difference between this and other programs is that this program is not precisely defined by the Institute of International Education, but it's rather adaptable to the wishes of participants, as you can see from the various projects you're going to deal with in Prague. And these project proposals came from us, alumni members, and not the institute. Another positive thing is that the 2 weeks in the US created really strong professional relationships among the participants. Now it's much easier when a colleague from Poland, for example, needs information about, I don't know, Slovenian armed forces, or when a colleague from Estonia needs something from Lithuania, or for example, when I want to publish an article in a Czech or Romanian journal. You just pick up the phone and you make the arrangement, if it's possible, of course. However, one weakness of the program in the US was that we didn't have much contact with American students, or rather with American young leaders. But I guess the conference in Prague will overcome this lack, since we now have a wide network of participants from both sides of the Atlantic. In a global world, you know, we tend to think that Americans and Europeans view 21st century challenges in the same way. As we are all going to see in Prague, this is not always the case. Last but not least, I honestly hope that our dialogue does not end with finding common ground among ourselves on both sides of Atlantic only. The balance in the world is shifting rapidly, and you don't need to be an expert on international relations to realize that. America and Europe may soon become irrelevant spots of the world if we don't start a sincere dialogue also with other non-Western civilizations. So thank you very much. Thank you very much to the Public Affairs section in Ljubljana for giving me the opportunity to give you my opinion.